So, we've had smart speakers, we've had robot vacuums, we've even had smart fridges that tell you when you're out of milk. But what's the next big leap for the smart home? It's not just another small gadget. I'm talking about something that walks, talks, and helps out in a way we've only really seen in movies. Alright, let's get into the hardware. I got to spend some time with a prototype called Unit 734. The design is pretty slick. It stands about 5'6", so it's not towering or intimidating. The body is made from a lightweight carbon fiber composite with a matte white finish. There are no sharp edges. Everything is smooth and rounded. It has a polished black visor that displays simple, intuitive icons. A smiling curve for a positive response. A loading circle when it's processing a command. Movement is where things get really interesting. Unit 734 doesn't walk like a person, which is good. Human-like walking is complex and energy-intensive. Instead, its base is a sphere that lets it glide silently and smoothly. Hard wood, carpet, any surface. It can pivot 360 degrees on the spot. Super nimble in tight spaces, a narrow hallway, a cluttered kitchen. The arms are multi-jointed, ending in 5-fingered hands with soft, silicone-padded grips. It can handle delicate objects, a glass, an egg, and heavier items like a heavy box. Close up, robot hand picking up a strawberry. So, what does this actually look like in practice? Let's run through some real-world examples. Your morning alarm goes off. As you're getting ready, Unit 734 is already in the kitchen. It has learned your routine. It knows you like your coffee with 1 splash of oat milk. It operates the coffee machine. It pours the cup. It brings it to you. While you're having breakfast, it notices the dishwasher finished its cycle overnight. It carefully unloads the clean dishes, plate, cup, piece of silverware, with a quiet efficiency that's honestly kind of mesmerizing to watch. After you leave for work, the robot shifts into cleaning mode. It picks up the throw pillows from the floor. It places them back on the couch. It collects the breakfast dishes from the table and loads them into the dishwasher. Then, it uses its integrated vacuum and mop functions in its base to clean the floors. Its sensors tell the difference between hardwood and carpet. It automatically switches modes as it moves from the living room to the kitchen. You can even get a notification on your phone with a time-lapse video of the cleaning. Let's say you have groceries delivered. You can grant the delivery person temporary access. Unit 734 can open the door. It can greet them. It can carry the grocery bags into the kitchen. It can then unpack the groceries. It uses internal cameras to scan items. It knows what goes in the fridge, freezer, pantry. It can detect if a carton of milk is leaking. It cleans it up immediately. It sends you an alert. It's about handling those little inconveniences that disrupt your day. The help doesn't stop there. In the evening, as you're making dinner, it can act as your sous chef. Chop these onions. Bring me the olive oil. It can perform simple, repetitive prep tasks, freeing you up to focus on the more creative parts of cooking. Having a humanoid robot in your house is, well, it's weird at first. For the first couple of days, you're constantly aware of its presence. You find yourself watching it, half in awe and half in suspense, just waiting for it to make a mistake. Every time it successfully navigates a tight corner or handles a fragile object, there's this little jolt of surprise. Honestly, it feels a bit like you're living in a tech demo. There's a definite novelty factor that's exciting, but there's also a subtle undercurrent of unease. You're sharing your most personal space with a machine that takes some getting used to. The excitement is real. The first time it brings you a cold drink on a hot day, you can't help but smile. It feels futuristic. Kids adapt almost instantly. They see it as a cool new friend. They give it a nickname. They show it their toys. Adults build trust more slowly. It's earned as the robot performs reliably and safely. You start to relax. The weirdness fades. It becomes part of the home. However, there are valid concerns. The big one? Privacy, cameras, microphones, and it's constantly mapping and analyzing your home. Where does that data go? Company claim. Processing is local to the robot itself, and nothing is uploaded without explicit user permission. Still, a huge trust exercise. You have to believe that the system is secure from hackers and that the company will stick to its privacy promises. We need this conversation. Let me tell you about the Chen family. There's Maya, a graphic designer who works from home, David, a teacher, and Leo, their 8-year-old son. Their mornings used to be chaos. Now their robot, Leo nicknamed Sparky, helps streamline everything. While Maya and David get Leo ready for school, Sparky makes breakfast. Sparky packs David's lunch. It's a small thing, but it shaves 20 minutes of stress off their morning. Maya says it's like having an extra set of hands that never gets tired or needs a coffee break. It lets them focus on each other instead of the clock. One afternoon, Maya was on a tight deadline, headphones on, deep in her work. Meanwhile, Leo was playing with his building blocks in the living room. In his excitement, he knocked over a tall glass of water. Before Maya even noticed, Sparky glided over. Its sensors detected the spill. It sent a quiet notification to Maya's phone. Small liquid spill detected and cleaned in the living room. Then it used its mopping function to take care of the mess. By the time Maya looked up, the floor was dry and Leo was back to playing. David has a bad back, so tasks like carrying heavy bags of soil for the garden or moving furniture are difficult for him. Last weekend, they bought a new bookshelf. Normally, David would wait for a friend to help. This time, he just asked Sparky. The robot assessed the weight and dimensions of the box. Then it lifted it with perfect form and carried it upstairs. David guided it into position, and the job was done in minutes with no strain on his back. He said it felt empowering, giving him back a sense of independence for physical tasks. Evenings change too. After Sparky clears the dinner table, the family has more time to spend together. Instead of one parent doing dishes while the other helps with homework, they can all sit down and play a board game. Sparky just works quietly in the background. It's become a seamless part of their family's ecosystem. It doesn't join conversations or games, but its presence enables them to happen more often.